Welcome to Shadows of the Past, the podcast where we dive into the mysteries that haunt the edges of everyday life. I'm your host, Theo Brennan. Today, we're talking about a case that hits close to home. Local Izzy Blake, a 19-year-old from Cape Cod, disappeared after leaving work on a quiet Tuesday night and was never seen again. What happened that evening remains one of Cape Cod's most perplexing mysteries. I spoke with Izzy about a year ago, just weeks before she went missing. She heard my podcast and specifically wanted to know more about Catherine Dixon, who went missing around Cape Cod a while after she reported that a silver Toyota had been following her. Catherine was never seen again. Izzy wanted to know what to look for if someone was going to transition from stalker to killer. Izzy told me that she was convinced she too was being stalked, and that whoever it was, they owned a silver Toyota. When I first spoke with Izzy, she was warm, beautiful, vibrant, and curious. Even though she was scared, she faced that fear head on, eager to find out what the person in the silver Toyota wanted from her. We met up a few times to discuss Catherine and the podcast. The person, or as one theory claimed, people, following Izzy never made direct contact over the weeks we talked. In fact, they seemed to back off for a while, and I remember Izzy's relief that maybe they had stopped trailing her altogether. Sadly, almost a week after our final catch-up, Izzy disappeared and hasn't been seen since. It was supposed to be a regular shift at the cafe where Izzy worked. She clocked out, walked to her car, and vanished without a trace. No CCTV footage, no signs of a struggle, just a missing woman and the unsettling knowledge that she may have been followed. I'm going to paint you a picture. Izzy couldn't have known it that night, but a chilling stage had been set for her disappearance. Here's how I think Izzy Blake vanished without a trace. It's Cape Cod in the off-season. There aren't as many people around as usual. Many businesses close or reduce hours. Security is often lax. Billy's Diner still opens late, but staffing is minimal and the light in the parking lot is poor. The abductor chooses a time with low foot traffic, right at the end of Izzy's shift. He scouted other diners and public locations over time and picked one with no working exterior cameras. A dummy unit is in place, but he would have known. Billy's Diner is pretty small, and the owner didn't want to fork out for a light bulb, according to a source who worked with Izzy. The light was out for over a week. There were no real CCTV cameras installed. The burnt-out light over the lot was set up earlier. The exit route was planned, avoiding the main roads and business clusters. He checked the layout of any visible cameras over a few visits, mapping the route he would take. He maybe posed as a customer to get familiar with the layout of the diner, but blended in well enough that no one noticed. Once he'd done that, he parks in a blind spot toward the back of the lot. He wears neutral clothing, no logos, only dark colors, and a cap to hide his face. He doesn't force her outside. He waits until she leaves, drugs her, lays her in the back of the car, maybe even in the trunk. He drives a common car, a silver sedan, with no unique